still at the top of the order in the squad, competing as an individual, Chrissy Aitken. And just making quite an entrance into the commentary box, and I'm just pressing the red button, is none other than Bram Chardon. Bram, welcome.
Good morning.
How are you?
All good. Yeah, excited. We're watching Tracy Bowman now. She trains with me, so it's important for her to do a good job today. She's known to be very competitive in dressage. She's a current world champion as well. And Lars is in great shape, and he's back in his home country. He came from here. Francisca Danels, that used to drive him. And she became champion with him as well. And she's just on the way, finishing the 2 deviations, and he looks in great shape.
So what did you say to Tracy this morning? She is a super experienced athlete. Lars is a very experienced pony. What more can you say to this combination before they come into an arena here in Aix-les-Loups?
Basically focus on accuracy and have the right preparation the days before, make sure he's fit and he's shining on the moment he has to, which is now and not yesterday. You don't want to win the warm-up, you want to win in the main arena. And we know the pony very well, so we did some riding this morning to supple him up. Her groom, Jolie, is a very experienced event rider, so they make a very professional team together. And the warm-up today was very nice, and we know the main arena is great footing, but coming from the grass arenas into the sand with big VIP tent and everything around it, some horses might be a little bit spooky, but so far what I can see, he's concentrated on the driver and not on the surroundings, so that's good.
Because even as we saw with Bob's horse earlier, just there can be something, it's quite electric. Even though it feels quite calm today, there's a lot to take in for these horses. And if there's any nerves from the driver, even someone as experienced as you, Bram, and Tracy, it's very difficult just to always tell the nerves to go home, isn't it?
It is very much. You have 10 minutes to show what you can. And there are a lot of factors you can influence, but some factors you cannot. And even though we're allowed to train in the main arena the last 2 days, it's different again in competition. The 2 days the crowds were not there, the stage was empty, the VIP was empty, and now there'll be people, there'll be additional noises, and you never guaranteed how they're going to react going inside. And you always need to be focused on the variables and anticipate on what's happening inside, where you get too much pressure or you get not enough contact, that he comes behind a bit, that he lets go of the bit sometimes if they spook.
And what would be Lars's thing when you say, does he drop behind the bit sometimes? I mean, here he's showing us an exemplary trot. Just boiling over a little bit in the extensions. Is that one of the issues you have with him?
Yeah, now she pushed for an 8.
Yes.
And then you can get a little mistake as well. He seems very, very light in the contact. And maybe for her a little bit too light in here. That was not the case in the warm-up. But he's showing a beautiful frame there. And
yeah. And he's so supple. I mean, when he changes the rein, changing direction, there's no question that he's equally supple on both sides, because
true.
They can come a bit hard on one side, can't they?
Yeah.
But it's dealing with your nerves. I mean, Bram, I've watched you many times go into World Cup rings. It's still, you want a bit of adrenaline, but you don't want too much. It's finding that balance in yourself with your own state of mind, your physiological reaction, isn't it? And particularly when it's the single, it's a very intense relationship, isn't it?
It's extremely one-on-one, and every little move you make as a driver influence the performance of the horse. And with a team, there's always a slight delay on your coming in the rein back.
But she stopped very accurately from the angle we're looking at. It looks like she was just on the centre line, which is what we wanted.
On the marker.
Yeah.
A little overactive in the transition forward.
But again, nice going straight into the correct outline and bend for that.
extremely supple. You see in the
Yes.
turns, nice open frame, but face on the vertical. It's what dressage is about.
So what do you do after this? Will you guys sit down and watch this? Will you analyze it? Or will you say, no, that's finished now. We're thinking about the obstacles in the marathon?
There'll be a short debrief after dressage, maybe put down some markers, make some notes, but then definitely move on.
Yeah.
There's dressage for me to focus on. There's obstacles today afternoon to work on, and this is done. After dressage, we cannot change the outcome.
Yes.
And we can change the outcome of the coming days, or at least influence still, and find the route that's suitable for him. But this is just amazing, down that center line. It's a small horse, but he has extremely nice movement on the marker.
Yes, well done. Are you pleased with that?
Yeah, I am. I
Good.
saw little bits of improvements, but they're always there. But I think she can be happy with this. And